The last few days we've been talking about rotation and revolution, all about the phases of the moon and everything that has to do with the solar system. So y'all got a chance to see this little model. Did everybody? I know some of y'all may have missed it, but I think I talked about it with other classes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a model of the sun, moon, earth, kind of like the one that we made over there that we colored so you can see the rotations and everything. So just a little recap, raise your hand if you know the answer. How long does this process right here take? Caleb,
365 días.
this one right here.
Oh,
Try it.
29 días.
Alright, 29 days for this to go around. And it causes, what does this cause right here? Noah, Elias. Okay, full moon, which is, what is a full moon? What is it? David?
Moon phases.
Moon phases. It causes the moon phases. Okay, what about this right here? How long does this take? Raphael?
24 hours.
24 hours. And what's one day? So what's going on here? What is this called?
Rotate.
Rotation. Alright, how long does this take
Ooh.
right here? Renee?
1 year?
Okay, it takes 1 year
Or 365 days.
or 365 days. What is this called?
That's 1 year?
Okay, so I just kind of wanted to give a little reminder of this. And we're gonna go ahead and fill out this paper. So at the very top, it asks for your name. Go ahead and put your name on it.
Do we have to put that in here?
That's fine. Just put your name on it.
Are you taking a video of this?
Okay, listen. So we're gonna talk about the difference between rotation and revolve. So you're gonna take a few notes with me and we're gonna discuss this a little bit further in depth. Okay, so what exactly does it mean to rotate? What's something you can think of when I say rotation? So,
It's like if you're playing with a soccer ball, you kick it with the key.
okay, so that's kind of what happens. All right, what's another word we can use for this? Name? To spin. That's a good word. It means to spin. Or, what's another word we can do?
Rotate.
Rotate, okay, that's the word that we're using. Spin or, Sarah?
Go around.
Well, go around will probably be more like this word right here. Maddox.
Orbit.
Orbit, that's gonna be more like revolve as well.
I thought so.
What's another word for spin?
Here?
Okay, we didn't talk about that, but the other word is turn. To spin or turn,
I know.
okay? So whenever we spin or turn, we usually stay in one location, right? So this is me spinning or turning. So one of the really neat things that we talked about in some of the classes, and I didn't make this example with everybody the other day, and if you know the answer, don't raise your, well, he's already talked about it. Okay, one of the really cool things that's out in the playground that rotates is the vomit comet. Have you all played on that before?
Yes.
Okay, listen, on that vomit comet, are you rotating or are you revolving?
Rotating.
We're rotating because we're staying in that one spot. So when you think of the word rotation, think of the vomit comet because you're staying in one place. Okay, so right here, we can see that process. So how long does it take to rotate? 24 hours or 24 hours or 1 day.
What's the abbreviation for hours? It's
HRS.
for 1 day.
24 hours or 1 day. All right, raise your hand. What does rotation cause? Are you sure? Savannah? All right, say that a little bit louder. The last few words you said.
That's like it turns into day or night.
That's how we get day or night. Good job. So it causes day and night. Do y'all remember seeing something earlier in the week last week that showed us day and night? Do y'all remember the model we had? The Oreo had the moon phases. What was the other one, Judith? What was the other one, Judith?
Building shadow?
No, which one was the one that showed us day and night? Raphael?
Moon, sun, earth.
No. Which one showed us day and night? Adriana?
Building shadow?
Nope. It was an actual model.
Oh,
Mauricio.
it's the little spinning. I forgot what was the name. The little spinning earth.
Okay, so y'all remember we had that piece of paper, and on one side it had day, on the other side it had night, and there was it was a little ball that looked like an earth, and when we spun it around, you could spin it and it would rotate, and we would see day on one side, night on the other.
No, we didn't do that in this. We did.
Y'all didn't do that? We have it somewhere here. Do we know where that model's at?
Yep, right down there in that bottom drawer. The bottom in the middle, right there in that blue one.
This one.
Oh, that earth.
Okay. So, listen. So right now, this is the United States, right? What time of day is it? It's daytime. So now that we have made this rotation,
It's kind of afternoon.
it's nighttime, because we're on the night side now.
Oh.
Okay, so remember, this process is rotation. It takes 24 hours or 1 day, and it causes day and night, and it means to spin or turn. All right, next one. All right, to revolve. Someone said it earlier. What was it, Daniel? To go around. What is the path that it travels on? Kamari. What is the word? No, the axis is the imaginary line that goes down the middle. It's a vocab word. Elias?
Orbit.
Orbit. To go around or to orbit. So do you remember whenever I asked you to close your eyes and to act like your head was the sun? What shows revolution? What motion did you make to show revolution? Alright, so this one goes around your head to show what revolution is. Because it's the process of the earth going around the sun. Okay, raise your hand again. How long does this process take?
365 days.
Raise your hand. Addie. 365 days.
1 year, 52 weeks.
1 year.
Wait, I thought you said
52 weeks. Noah, how do you know that it's 52 weeks?
5.
Because there's 52 weeks in a year, right?
Wait, didn't you?
No, 365.
Oh, it just said 1.
No, it's 365 days in 1 year.
There's not 1 day.
All right, listen. So the revolution of the earth around the sun, what does that cause? Raise your hand. Kamara, you just can't keep it in. Go ahead and let us know. The season. Now, what did we say was a very important factor for seasons to happen, aside from revolution? Jada? Okay, the water cycle plays a big part in different seasons. But what part of this makes us have seasons? Elias? The tilt of the earth. Now, I talked about it with some classes. If our earth were to be straight like this, not slanted, not tilted the way it is here, do you think we would have seasons?
No.
season because we would constantly have the same direct sunlight.
It would have been summer.
Right, but we said it would probably be summer. So whenever we have the tilt, why does the tilt play a big part in seasons?
Because otherwise you wouldn't have any other type of like
Season.
coldness or.
Okay, Elias?
Because meanwhile up here it's getting the water, so it's like definitely
where are we
Right, so if the sun, if my head is the sun, listen, if my head is the sun, you have, y'all see the United States? Right there? Alright, the United States is closer than whatever is down here.
Belgium.
Australia.
Oh.
Okay, you see how it's further away?
Oh.
So, if we're probably having summer, they're probably having winter down
You
there.
know, and so I was one day at my house. One day at my house, I was looking at clock, and you can go on one time. It was like 11 something, and in Belgium they were just waking up. It was like 5.
Right, so if it's 11 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, is that what you said? Okay. So we're right here. They are barely waking up because
Yes.
they're on this side of the world.
Barely waking.
And that's why there's a time difference in countries, because while one side of the earth is facing the sun, the other side is not.
En Estados Unidos cuando es de noche, en México también.
Yes, because they're on the same side. He asked if whenever it's nighttime in the United States, if it's also nighttime in Mexico. It is that way because we're on the same side of the globe. Whereas China is on the opposite side. So it would be a different time.
It's
Raise your hand.
in
Salt.
Australia.
Salt.
I have a question.
Yeah, keep your hand raised. I'll come to you.
No, I have a question. I think it should be here. But right now we have 3. Okay, so it's like the hour.
Right. It's the opposite.
You know how I know that? Because in the fall, feels like rain, and then summer, and then, but in Belgium,
Those are opposite.
it's just winter.
Okay, listen to what other people are saying because you may have the same question. Sarah,
What if it was in the middle?
what if what was in the middle? You said what if it was in the middle? What if what was in the middle?
Like,
The what?
the sun.
The sun is in the middle.
I know, but like, oh my gosh, I got it.
Alright, Kaylee?
So you said if you're on this side and the sun is closer and here, you probably in like day or night. But like, what if you're in the middle?
I don't get what you're asking.
If you're in the middle.
Come on. If you're like,
Oh, if you're in the middle right here?
I think she means if you're between day and night.
It's gonna be after
Oh, like in the middle right here. Is this what, right here? This area?
like in the middle.
Okay, so it's not always just day and just night. Because we have how long of the day? We have 12 hours that are pretty much day and 12 hours that are pretty much night.
Yes.
So maybe like right here, it's earlier in the morning and over here it's later in the afternoon.
So like the sunrise and the sunset, you're seeing it
So
come
it's
up
not
into that.
necessarily day, it's, listen, kind of like, we were talking about it, I think it was in Kamari's class, how there's a time
Wait, so like,
difference.
so
So
like
the
if the
sun,
sun's like,
Listen to her.
the sun rises, we talked about, in the east and sets on the west.
This will be the.
Hold on,
What
let me,
about dust?
that's part of daytime. Okay, so, you know, right now, what time is it right now, like 2:15 or something?
2:25.
Okay, so in places more toward, on the east side, what did we say, Kamari, was it later or earlier?
I can't.
I think it would be later.
Okay, so there's a time difference because of the way the earth rotates. So sometimes, even though it's day, all in the United States, it's different times of day. And that's where they're kind of in the middle. Savannah, what's your question?
Like,
But
whether like this is the earth in the atmosphere, like anything the atmosphere does, it that's how we get weather.
Right, so our anything that's going on in our atmosphere plays a big part of the weather. Kamari, do you have a question?
No.
Okay, so this is going to close off everything that we've learned about revolution, rotation, moon phases, and all that stuff. Tomorrow, we are going to have a progress check. We're gonna have and we're gonna, start our post assessment.